Hello everybody, it's ArtisanTony and I'm back at my little gunsmithing bench, and I was watching a video from James Yeager the other day, and he said I couldn't shoot unless I had these on my Glock. So I'm just kidding. I think he said if you can't shoot big dots, sights, you can't shoot. But I took that to mean to go out and buy some excess sights. Now, I actually have bought excess sights before. I forgot what it was for. I think it was for my Ruger 1022. But I do like their products, and when I heard that he recommended these, I'll show you the back, for your Glock or any pistol, I guess, that they have them available for, that they work really well. So I'm literally just looking at this for the first time, and these work for pretty much any Glock from a 17 through a 38. My Glock 19, this is a Gen 3, and it is loaded, so we will keep our finger off the trigger. But you can see it's got some wear on it. This has been through, I don't know, 6 or 8 training classes, NRA classes. I am getting ready to schedule a class with James, Tactical Response, but that was my New Year's resolution to myself for this year. But anyway, I'm trying to keep this video from being an hour long. It looks like it comes with a tool, some tools, and is that like a thread lock? I hope it's not really red, because I kind of want to take these off if I want to. You can see it comes with the rear sight, which is a tritium, and the front sight, which is tritium also. Now, what's funny is, when I was taking my SDI course, I bought this Wheeler, I think it's some 80-something piece set. It actually has the Glock Tool, one of them right here, but I don't know if that's the same, which I thought was kind of cool when I saw that in the package. I'm assuming that is to remove the front sight post. But I love this set. This is probably one of the most valuable little pieces of kit you can have for if you want to do any kind of gunsmithing. There's all kinds of crazy specialty bits back here. So anyway, enough about that. This video is about excess sights. It's just that I was kind of assuming I was going to have to use this, but maybe not. Well, let me put the camera on the tripod and we'll find out. So I suppose the smartest thing to do here is to load the pistol, put our ammunition over here off to the side. I pull the trigger, pull this down, pull that back, and the slide comes right off. And so then take our barrel out. Well, we'll take our guide rod and spring out first. Take our barrel out, and up in there you can see, and of course this just gets drifted out. I think the big dot sights are going to allow me to just point and shoot easier, which is really, you know, what you're doing when you're panicked, right? Mainly front sight post action there. So anyway, let's see if I can keep this from all spilling out while I'm rambling on. There's a little tool. See there? I'm pretty sure that's like thread lock. Here's the little tool. We're going to see if that works. And this, I don't know, nose picker, maybe. Here's what we're looking for. The big dot that goes on the front. And then the rear sight. That's just sort of a quick acquisition. Oh look, it's a punch. What about that? Well, I don't know if I want to use that punch. I might have to use my fancy SDI brass punches. Maybe I'll match one up to theirs. And this is just some sort of high density plastic punch, which is cool. I'll keep it as a souvenir, but I'm going to use my fancy brass punch. So let's go back to our instructions. And degrees, contact surfaces, blah, blah, blah. Do they really expect me to read the directions? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. They don't want it to come off. So they've got the red. That's bad, man. I think I've got some blue somewhere I might use. Insert rear sight with finger pressure. Right, like mine's gonna go in with finger pressure. That's for shooting Republicans. You'd have to turn it the other way to shoot liberals. Okay, so I don't want to bore you with all the instructions. I don't want to bore myself either with them. Let's see if that's going to fit on there. Kind of catching. Honestly, guys, I had to get the Glock Tool out of my wheeler set because, if I get this to focus, the sidewall thickness of this tool, you see how much thinner the one in the wheeler set is? This one would not actually fit between the little nut and the frame. But this one slid right in there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I was able to get this thinner wall in there, and I think it's coming out. Gotta give props to wheelers. They're set. So you can see this had just that regular white dot on there, and no, it was not red tighted down. I will say this tool that came with the big dots, it has an advantage, one advantage. Dang, sorry about my dirty fingernails, I hate that. You see how deep this one is? And this one is not as deep, it's shallower. When you're putting it back on, that comes in handy because the threads will be sticking out a little bit and you can get it in there. So hopefully I'll get it started with this one and then change over to the wheeler bit to finish it out. Well, that's weird. Now that screw is not as long. Let's just see how it fits. It fits. Look at that. It's big. It's the other one's too deep. The question is, am I going to be able to do this with you watching me? You're making me nervous watching me. Let's see. I can't, I can't get it to turn over. There we go. I'm going to have to do it like this. Am I going to get lucky? Did I get lucky? No, I didn't, did I? Dang it. Look how short that is, guys. Are they just messing with you when they see it that short? Somehow you got to get that to stay in there. It might be that I need to back the camera. See, when you're doing a video, everything is different, right? You got to keep it in frame somehow magically and get it in the hole. Hey, I think I did it. I think I did it. We'll change over to this one. I was trying to show you how close that is to the frame. One thing I am lacking is a good bench block. Let's try their tool just for the fun of it. It's working. I don't know, I just don't like the feel of that. Let's try my punch, my brass punch. Get a little more heft to it. Oh yeah. You need a good set of brass punches. It's just got more heft and it just feels like it wants to knock that sight out of there. I guess we should make sure that we put this one on the right way. Said you could push it. I guess are these little, oh, I'm starting to get it now. Does that mean that this is actually a little wrench? That's kind of scary. I guess I'll have to take it out to the range and make sure I get it centered. But for now, I'm going to do it with my artisan feel. I can feel both sides. This is certainly the smallest Allen wrench in history, so, but it's working. If I can find the hole, there we go. Yep, just got to get her down in there right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finger tighten that. I'm not even going to put like oodles of pressure on that. And I'm saving the thread lock because what I'm going to do is go to the range and shoot it. So there's your back sight, and that's how you line them up right there, just like that. So let's put her all together. Put our barrel back in, our guide rod, get the sawdust off of it. It's the only thing bad about having all your same types of shop or different types of shop in the same location. And we'll slide her back on. She works. Looks good, doesn't it? I like it. Can't wait. Can't wait to get out there off the range. Okay guys, that might have been a little bit long, but it was fun. Got to do a little semi-gunsmithing. It's going to be pretty easy to acquire those sights, so I'm happy with that, and we're going to go to the range next week. We'll try out these new XS sights for the Glock 19. So, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time. Nice.